Okay, Ben asked me to make a quick video on how to break a MD5 hash. The sad part is you don't need any specialized tools. You don't need a special distribution of Kali, although you certainly can use tools available on Kali to crack known vulnerable hashes such as MD5. But realistically, all you need is a browser and the knowledge of where to go on the internet. So let's create a password. This is a strong password. And then let's give it a couple of special characters and yeah. So by all accounts, this is a fairly strong password. There are multiple words, spaces, special characters, numbers, fairly difficult to crack by conventional methods, at least when it is hashed in a secure way. However, this is the MD5 hash that is created out of this string. So what happens when you input your when you are creating an account on a website? Generally speaking, what will happen is your password will be pulled into the web application's controller. It will then be hashed by some method, usually bcrypt or more recently Argon 2, and then the password hash is what is stored in the database for that web application, not your plain text password. And so how do you log in? Well, it's very simple. You go to the login page, you input your password, the same one that you put in. That password that you input is then hashed, and the two hashes are compared on the database. So the controller pulls the looks for first if there is a user with your username. If there is, it compares the username from the database's stored hash to the hash that you have given it, and if they are exactly the same, then you get to log in. Now, this is exactly what is wrong with Facebook's encryption. There was actually a study done that Facebook's usernames or user passwords were stored in clear text, and that there were even fault tolerances built into the login scheme where you could have a password that was within a couple of characters and still log in successfully. Now, this was done in an effort to cut down on customer service interaction, specifically with the elderly. That's pretty scummy, and why I don't have a Facebook account, among other reasons. But here's the thing. So this hash, by all accounts, is fairly meh. It's MD5, therefore it is crackable. And just how easy, the point of this video. Very simple. Hashkiller.co.uk. Put the hash in, crack my hashes. Okay, it didn't find a match. Probably because it was a strong password. Let's try password. Behold, it's been cracked. So, why did the good password not get cracked by this website? Very simple. This website is not actually a hash cracker. It is a database where already cracked hashes are stored. So let's go to an actual cracker and do a strong password again. This is a strong password. Get a string of random characters. And no match. Okay, apparently this was not the cracker. I will probably end this video here and potentially upload another video using an actual, strongly tooled hash cracker. But bear in mind that if your password is not strong, it is probably in a database somewhere. So single words, pretty much every single word in the English language has been hashed into MD5, and that MD5's associated hash has been placed into a database. This is why it is not considered secure, because if it is used with a poor or like even meh password, it is very likely that it is already just freely available on a website such as Hashkiller or any of the other lots of these. Let's try using a different, because you never actually know, because here's the thing. There are so many different ones. Like, let's try just a random string of special characters. And so this is, by all intents and purposes, an unintelligible password. So let's try it on this one. That hash is not in our database. And that is the key of these online tools, is that it's relying on a database. So if you're using a completely unique password, something that does not exist anywhere in this database, which has 10 billion plus hashes in it, then you might be okay. And this is why it's important to use a strong password, because you don't know what the service that you're signing up for's hashing method is, because you're just not privy to that as an end user. So that's why it's important to use either a password manager or as strong a password as you could possibly come up with. I highly recommend using a password manager. So that has been it for this particular somewhat rambly but hopefully informative video on just how easy it is to break a dumb, easy MD5 password, and ultimately fairly simple to crack a pretty much any hopefully it's I don't know, I'm lost for words. Hopefully this has been informative.